Hi, I'm Pam, and welcome to your December 2018 Psychic Tarot reading. This month, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for your sun sign, but please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, now on to your December 2018 Psychic Tarot reading. Hi Libra! Now on to your December 2018 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have, you've got trifecta here. So all you Libras that think you don't get good readings with me, you got a bunch of aces here today. You got Ace of Pentacles to start. This is financial abundance coming to you from God or the universe. Financial blessings, financial stability, financial abundance. You somehow are going to receive some kind of money that does seem to quicken the pace of everything, or quicken the pace of things that are going on in your life. And for some of you, you may be working out some kind of details that actually end up bringing you in more money. It could be even like the sale of a property or a home for some of you. And if you are married or seriously coupled, you may be going into some kind of joint venture together that brings in a lot of money and increases your capital. However, it doesn't have to be just love. That could be with a friend, a partnership, or someone that you're connected to in some other way. But for some of you, it is your spouse or your significant other that you will be joining forces in some kind of business venture together, or joining in something together, and you're going to make this money together. If you are owning your own business, you're going to have an outstanding close to the year where a lot of people are going to be buying what you're selling. Maybe you work in sales for a company, and maybe your sales are going to really pick up at the end of the year. Or you own your own business and your products and services are going to be off the hook, and you could be finding like, wow, all of a sudden I'm getting an influx of business. And keep in mind, these readings are not only for your sun sign. This could apply to Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. So if you're a Libra sun and you're not seeing this, maybe this is Libra rising people or Libra moon people that this is happening to. But it does come up here. Some of you are going to be traveling to a destination spot, and if you are recently engaged or you're planning on getting married, you could be going to a destination wedding. It could be your destination wedding. You could be attending a destination wedding, or you could be planning one in the future and it's your destination. You're picking where it's going to be, or even deciding on a honeymoon. Some of you, it could just be that you are going to be going on an awesome trip also, or planning it at least in December. Some of you Libras that have been down and out with money, or like waiting for this success to come in, I feel like the success of money is starting to roll your way now. Like whatever energetic shifts and changes that have gone on with the planet, maybe Venus retrograde in your sign really was putting the stress and strain on you, or you know, holding back some finances or money from coming to you. And now that it's direct, you could have the money coming to you now because of that. You have Ace of Swords here next. This is another ace. So this is victory. Victory in truth being revealed, or just being victorious in some way. It can also be about attaining wisdom or knowledge. Now, if it was flipped upside down, it could be the reverse of those things. But I don't let the cards flip upside down. I always listen to what my guides say, so I don't need the cards to turn upside down. They can stay right side up. Some of you are going to get noticed by a talent scout for something. Could be a modeling gig or job, or a commercial or something else. Some of you are going to get hired for a job, and some of you are going to get a promotion. There are also others of you that are going to start some kind of business that's online. And it could involve selling something, products or services, either way, but or something that you create. Could be astrology programs and formats. It could be things you create and sell, like jewelry or handmade, stained glass window things, or, I don't know, leather goods, something that you're good at, art of some sort. And you could be selling it on Etsy, eBay, on your own online store. So some of you have that kind of activity going on here as well. If you start something, I know it's not good to start things in Mercury in retrograde, but anything you start in the month of December is really going to be a really big success and maybe happen very quickly. But I have to say, Mercury in retrograde, it's doesn't go direct until the 6th of December, and then we're in the shadow period 2 weeks after. So if you can wait to start things until like after the 18th or 19th of December, it would probably be a lot better. But I really do get things started now, Libra, are going to be very, very successful and beneficial for you moving forward. You're going to receive compliments, accolades for a job well done. Now, if you're not working, you could be throwing some really butt-kicking parties, where people are like, whoa, Libra, you just threw the biggest bash of all time. Or, something that you did for... Maybe your kids are in school and you were the room mother and you came in with awesome food or great crafts, or you helped design a set or got some Christmas program off the ground. It doesn't all have to be about work. You could have accolades and success in things that you do in your children's lives and things like that, because you do have some kind of people giving you positive feedback and accolades and saying, wow, job well done, Libra. So you just have to see how that's going to apply to you, because it is the general reading after all. And I also hear divide and conquer. So in some situation where you had to divide and conquer, you're going to win. So if you wanted to get a promotion at your job, you're going to get it. If you wanted to go after a new job somewhere else and there were people vying for it, you are going to get it. If there was some specific account you wanted to land and other people in the same line of, work or doing the same thing you are fighting for it, you're going to be the one that's going to get it. Now, the next card you have here is the Death card. This could be transformation, something ending so something new can begin. It can also mean maybe somebody in your life recently had passed away or has passed away, and some issue about it is coming up in this month. But usually this is transformation, and it could be of a job, of a relationship, of a living situation. We have to see what's transforming here for you. Some of you are going to receive a notification that a cousin to you has passed away, or a family member. Some of you are going to hear that, but they may be at a distance to you, or this could have happened a little while back, but for some reason it's getting brought up here today. So perhaps you're receiving an inheritance with this money card, because for some of you this does actually have to do with somebody that's passed. There's also some kind of end of an era, an end of an era. Something is coming to a close. It could be maybe you work at a business that's been in business a really, really, really long time, and they just have petered out, and they're like, you know what, it's time to close our doors. We've done this forever. This retail chain is closing, or this corporation or company went on long enough. We're not doing this anymore, and we're not selling it to anyone else. We're just closing. So, and it could be a place where you frequent to shop or to do business with, or it could be a company or business that you work for that this could be happening. So Now, that's not going to apply to all of you, but I do get an end of an era for some of you with this card, and it's through, it feels more to me like a business or a institution of some sort. Maybe it's a school that's closing down, or a university. I don't know. You just have to see how it plays out for you, Libra. But however, even though that this is closing, if it's a business you worked for or a company you work for, opportunities are abound that are going to be opening up for you. Bam, 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 right after it. So if you feel like, oh my gosh, I can't deal with the fact that this is closing, or I'm not going to like it, or you don't feel settled about it in some way, all these other opportunities open up. Even if it's not a business you work for or a company you work for, and it's one you frequented, there's going to be like, they're going to tear it down and they're going to build like a whole new, really cool place to go. So you have to see how it plays out for you, because I see it like bittersweet. There's a goodbye here, but there's also all these new things that pop up from that, like a little bit down the road, like soon, but coming up. Here's your other ace. Don't say Libras don't get good cards for me. You got this trifecta here, Ace of Rods, new beginnings. This is a new beginning in, it could be a new job, a new romance, a new home, receiving an inheritance, a birth of a child. It could be, I don't know, birth of a new business, something new, some new beginning. You're going to get rewarded for some kind of efforts you've done. And I hear stand up and take a bow. For some of you, you may actually perform something. You could be playing the piano or some other kind of instrument. You could be singing, or you could be part of some kind of ensemble or a quartet or a trio. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Some of you, it's a solo act. I see some of you standing on stage and you're in a spotlight and the rest of it is dark. I do see a piano, whether you played it or not, I don't know. And I see you taking a bow. Now, that's not going to apply to all of you, but it could also mean other scenarios where you're standing up and taking a bow in December. For some of you, a child is coming into your family. A new child is going to be born. So you may not know about it yet. Maybe when you hear this reading, you go, no, there's no child going to be born. Oh, whoa, I just found out my son's going to have a baby. Or, you know, oh, I just found out, you know, my sister is going to have another baby. Or maybe you're going to have one and you didn't expect to have one. I don't know, but I do feel a birth of a child strongly here through this card. So for some of you, it's going to be that. Some of you are also going to be distancing yourself from some people that kind of gave you a hard time or were getting on your nerves. And I feel that some of you actually have some new friendships that are going to start developing for you. Because I see you getting away from some people that were detrimental to you or you felt like were annoying to you. You know, and if you are a Libra that's going to start up a new business soon or in the month of December or January or February, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be on board with it and get on board with it right away. So I feel like you're going to have some pretty quick success if you're a Libra that wanted to go out and venture out on your own and start your own business, because that comes up here too. So the last card you have here is Eight of Cups. And this is turning away from what's not working for you anymore, emotionally speaking. And this is heading off. You're heading off on a new journey. And you have the stick of power and control in your hand. Even though the journey is unknown, you're still like all for it, for having that control and moving away from what emotionally wasn't working for you. Some of you are going to have the feeling like you're tired of being held captive or feeling trapped in a situation you're in. For some of you, it's where you're living. For some of you, it's where you're working. For some of you, it could be a love relationship also, but that comes up third here. And I do feel it's something that you put a lot of time, effort, energy into, and you're like, I just can't do this anymore. I have to move away. Now, remember in the Death card, what I told you, something is closing an end of an era. And it may be bittersweet and you have to walk away from it, but new opportunities or new things are going to come up here. It could be reflected in this card of 8 of Cups. I feel that those two cards are actually connected for you here. And you may have felt, Libra, like, I'm tired of being in front of a firing squad, or I'm tired of having my head on the chopping block, or I'm tired of being everybody's whipping girl or boy, or I'm tired of being everybody's punching bag, whatever phrase you want to use. I do get that some of you have felt like that's a position that you've been in. You may have felt like victimized by something. And this could have gone on for a long time. It doesn't mean it's necessarily a quick one and done recent situation. This could have been something that had, gone on over the sands of time. It may not be like a quick thing that happened. Some of you Libras are saying to yourself, I don't trust other people's motives and intentions anymore. And this could be... Who is that to you, Libra? Is that your siblings? Is that your spouse? Is it coworkers? I don't know who it is for you, but it comes up here that there's people that you don't trust anymore. Some of you may feel like, I have to protect myself from the harsh realities of this world. I need to go off on my own and get away from, maybe you feel like, maybe you've been in corporate world and you're like, it's too dog eat dog out there. I don't want to be in that boat. Or too much, maybe a career path you chose. It was too much clawing and fighting to get to the top and cutthroat behavior, even with people that you liked. You may found like they undermined you or they were stabbing you in the back to get ahead. So because I definitely get the feeling here that you do not trust. There's people you don't trust anymore and you want to move away from that. And again, that could be family. It could be a love person, but it could be a career path or some kind of under the umbrella of where you had to do your business or work also. You're going to have this whole new attitude by January. In January, it's going to be you're starting anew. You know how a lot of times people are like, I'm getting on that diet train. I'm going to go on a diet and get in shape and do this and that. In January, I feel like you have some kind of rebirth happening for you in January. You're going to be it's going to be a whole new ball game. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going down this road and I'm going to put my energy and my efforts on making these changes. I feel like you have a lot of changes happening here. So listen carefully to all those aces because you had 3. Look at them all. I'll line them up for you. So you can't beat that. The only ace you didn't have was Ace of Cups here, and you would have had all the aces. But you had some interesting cards here in this layout. So now I'm going to look into the Sea Melodies cards, which I had to buy because I saw them in this gem and crystal store. And I was like, what? Mermaid cards? These Sea Melodies? What the heck are they? I didn't even know what they were. I couldn't see what they were like, but I knew I had to have them because they had mermaids. And they're very narrow little cards. They're not big. And they have this pretty picture of a mermaid on the back. I really like that picture. And they give one word and then a sentence that goes along with it. So let's see what the mermaids in the deep sea have for you, for Libra, for December 2018. What's the Sea Melody message for Libra from the mermaids down in the deep? You got the same card. I believe Leo may have gotten this. You're getting it too. Direction. Trust your inner compass and find your bearings. Direction. Trust your inner compass and find your bearings, which actually makes a lot of sense to me. I don't know if you can see that good. I'm trying to make it focus. Anyway, you get the idea because you do have that. You had some things that do indicate direction here, especially the Death card and the 8 of Cups. So that's rather interesting that you got that. Funny it got repeated because there's a lot of cards in this little deck and I shuffled them quite a bit. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for watching, sharing, and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plussing. I do truly appreciate that. And please remember to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you're interested, you can get my psychic crystal readings for December 2018, which will be a continuation of the messages that I got here for your sign, by clicking on the link below this video, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for those videos for download and purchase. Also, you can get the other special video series I recorded, which will go up to 1 year out, which is my Jupiter in Sagittarius psychic tarot readings. You will find that these may be very helpful. I've had a lot of people write me about those and said they already have found the predictions to be quite accurate. And we are just starting this Jupiter in Sagittarius time period. So it goes up till December 2019. If you're interested in getting those videos, you can click on the other link below. And for all videos, you can also go to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Click on the videos tab on my menu, and there you will see all the video series I have available. You just click on the heading that you're interested in, go to your sign underneath that heading, click on your sign, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. Also, please be sure to follow me for additional psychic tarot readings, psychic predictions, psychic card pulls, psychic crystal messages by following me on Facebook at The Lucky Mermaid LLC. And also, I'm new to Instagram, and you can follow me there at TheLuckyMermaid_Pam Georgel. And you'll see predictions and messages you're not going to see here on YouTube. So please be sure to follow me there. I hope you have an absolutely tremendous, happy, and joyous holiday season filled with many blessings and peace.